Hey, y'all. This information that I'm going to give y'all at the end, I'll let y'all know where I got the information come from. But it's a lot going on in this case. And listening to what this person is saying that the PI has typed in something. I guess she's typing it somewhere on Facebook. I don't know. On some wherever they got this from. Okay, it said that I'm gonna tell you what I got from this. It said we walked into a storm that had been brewing from some time, and things got I can't see that right there, blank out of hand. Aside from the public outburst on West Loop, the public did not know what has occurred behind the scene. Behind the scene. So we're looking at a plate. What the public saw was the tip of the iceberg. And I was becoming extremely concerned about how far things would go. Whether any of it actually had anything to do with Sebastian is debatable. Some say yes and some said no. Regardless, someone needed to step in, and who could calm the storm, and that person is Tony Mathis. Tony Mathis. Now, I did successfully open a line of communication between myself and the Proud Foods, and I was trying my very best to diffuse the situation. However, I was unable to do so, and therefore someone else needed to step in. I wish him the very best, and I agree that although transparency with the public is necessary to some degree, in this case, there are things that are better kept close to the vest. In other words, y'all, somebody is doing something that they ain't got no business doing. And they playing games. That's what it sounds like. And she don't have time for that. Now, I'm going to comment on one thing regarding Heidi. I don't know what happened on February the 26th, 2024. The day that Sebastian seemingly vanished into thin air. Y'all, where it said vanish into thin air, how many cases that we have covered that said vanish into thin air? Just imagine. Every case that we have covered mainly had said thin air. Now, they're making me wonder, is this case is real? Okay, however, I've seen some things said about her past that breaks my heart. She is being chastised over something that she had no control over. Told y'all. Unfortunately, we don't get to choose our parents. There's something going on with the way Katie was raised, y'all. Please try to have some empathy, okay? At least pertaining to that aspect of all this. That's all I'm going to say about that. I told y'all in one of my lives that y'all need to save Katie. Katie needs to be saved, okay? So in other words, it's the way she was raised, something happened. Lately, I have seen many things. If I am still working for SETH. With recent developments and with Mr. Mathis taking over, I am stepping back. Justice Warrior Investigation Services are always available to him if when he needs us. But to answer your question, we are no longer under a retainer. We do believe that the photo of at grandfather mounted is Sebastian. And until we know one way or another, there isn't much we can do. If it is Sebastian, you just said it was him, this would become a federal case and we would be thrilled for the FBI Federal Bureau of Investigation to take over the lead. What do y'all say about that? I heard too many different things in this paragraph. I heard a lot said in this paragraph. Why she think Tony Mathis is better than her? Now, it seemed, I told y'all, one of my titles is, who gonna save her? You're gonna help Katie. Katie going through something right here, y'all. SETH, Sebastian father believe this is his son. Where is his son? Only one person can answer that question for you. It's to the location where he is. And the mother. Tony is taking over this case. Tony Mathis. I haven't heard too much about Tony Mathis, but I did see him on somebody's talk show. Tony gave y'all a clue on something that he said on the talk show, as if something is going on with SETH. So, just stick with it, y'all, and keep talking like you're doing.
It's been 66 days since my son has gone missing, and dealing with searching, making sure that people are getting vetted, dealing with interviews and everything else. It's time consuming. It's stressful. And when he offered to assist me with it, God sends.
Seth and I have gotten close. I've had some good conversations with him. I've also had some good conversations with Chris and Katie. My goal was initially to try to bring everybody together and limit some of the drama that had been out there in the social media streets, as you say.
Right.
And simply want to help get everybody redirected and find Sebastian. So again, I'd love to represent them all three and get everybody working together. There for Chris and Katie. Again, I had about a 2-hour phone conversation with them last week. I felt like we were in a good place. I made it known kind of how I operate, which is I do control all the media. I really would like, as I've told Seth and I told Chris the same thing, told Katie the same thing, I really would like them to be out from in front of the camera. I think there's been a lot of trauma.
Chris don't like that.
Sebastian, and really, I'd like to take control of that for them. And
Chris don't like that.
United to finding Sebastian. So, one of them we do an interview is, as I told you earlier today, is, if I was representing Chris and Katie, and I was doing an interview with them, there would be no talking about Seth. And when we do an interview with Seth, we're not going to discuss Chris and Katie. We're not going to throw darts at each other.
That's right.
I'm going to lead by example. And we are going to focus on finding Sebastian, just like we're focused on finding Caleb on the other case I'm working on. So blessed to be a part of this. And I think we've got a lot of work to do, but I'm up for the challenge.
No doubt. Keep Sebastian in the forefront. Sebastian is the goal. Everything else is a distraction. Took a picture to enjoy Grandfather Mountain. no idea who the lady is. We don't even know if she was
With
with the
them.
gentleman or not.
Oh,